Hi, I'm James from the Crescent Sun dev team, and in this video, I'll be going over the panel map review in Crescent Sun. Over the next few videos, I'll focus on the individual views in Crescent Sun, with the assumption that you have learned the basics with the first tutorial. While there will be materials you can download to follow along, the focus of these will be on details and the options you have in each view, so parts of these videos may skip around or have setup that isn't shown. On that note, let's get into it and take an in-depth look at everything not previously covered in the panel map review. Sometimes you will be given more than one pixel map to output to the video processor. After your first pixel map is loaded, you can create or load as many as you want by selecting Add New Pixel Map. You can edit the settings for an existing pixel map by selecting the cogwheel. In the pixel map settings window, you have the option to generate your own pixel map if you don't already have a pixel map and need a good visual aid for mapping. Generating a new pixel map will create a grid of circles with cells the width and height of the grid resolution you set before you clicked generate. Pressing clear pixel map will delete any loaded or generated pixel map information, but not the pixel map itself, leaving behind the default gradient and any groups you've created. Individual pixel maps can be deleted by pressing the minus symbol, and your pixel map with all its groups can be saved to a JPEG using the pixel map save symbol button. On the right in the pixel map list, you have a button to delete all of your pixel maps and clear the current show file, as well as a slider which controls the opacity of your loaded or generated pixel maps, useful for debugging or playing video with transparency. Viewport Zoom, an option in the viewport tools, allows you to choose between a best fit and a one-to-one zoom. Best fit will automatically scale your selected pixel map to fit in the viewport, while one-to-one maintains the original resolution, letting you navigate by moving your mouse to the edges of the viewport. Also in the viewport tools, you'll find a Show Texture button and a Texture Opacity slider. The Show Texture button toggles between viewing your labeled groups and visualizing the textures for the final output. The Texture Opacity slider lets you see your pixel maps behind the textures or groups. Let's look at more ways to speed up the group creation process in Crescent Sun. If you have multiple groups of the same dimensions to make, there is a Duplicate Group button in the attribute editor that will duplicate your selected fixture. You can then edit the nudge amount and use the nudge arrows under the panel section to move the duplicated fixture into place. If you make a mistake, the Undo button in the viewport tools will undo your last action, and you can always delete extra groups using either the trash icon or by simply pressing the delete key while the group is selected. In the first tutorial, subdivision was done in the world editor, but it is also possible in the panel mapper using the attribute editor. Additionally, if you subdivide a fixture you did not want to, there is an unsubdivide button that will delete all of the subdivisions from the selected groups. Sometimes, you'll have to map a stage with unique shapes, such as circles. Custom LED panels are very expensive, so usually this will be done by approximating the shape with individual panels and masking the edges. A mask in Crescent Sun is just a solid black overlay that blacks out parts of the panels by being rendered on top of the output. Masks can be imported in the pixel map settings. In this example, a cutout is overlaid to turn this shape into a perfect circle. The last thing that I would like to go over in this video is pitch. Pitch refers to the distance between pixels on an LED panel. If all of the LED panels on the stage that you are mapping are of the same pitch, then this doesn't matter very much. Personally, I keep it at 10 in those cases. However, if you find yourself mapping a stage that has multiple panels of different pitch, you should make sure to set it correctly for a good map in preview. For example, the Absent A7 and the Glowshine 3.9mm are both LED tiles that physically are the same size, but have different resolutions and pitches. The Absent A7 has a pitch of 7.8mm and a resolution of 128 by 128, and the Glowshine has a pitch of 3.9mm with a resolution of 256 by 256. If we plug this information with the correct pitch into Crescent Sun, then the world editor will display two panels that look the same size, but output different resolutions. That's all for this video. In the next video, I'll be going into detail in the world editor view. Thanks for watching.